In this video, we're going to calculate job cost using a single plant-wide manufacturing overhead rate. The first step, we're going to calculate that predetermined overhead rate. Then we're going to estimate our job cost by combining direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. Finally, we'll use that estimated cost to form the basis of making a bid for the job, as well as determining our estimated gross profit margin. To begin with, we're going to need to calculate our total estimated manufacturing overhead cost and our activity level, which will be machine hours. And then we're going to, of course, total up our material and labor cost and machine hours for each one of the two jobs that we're undertaking. So our total plant-wide manufacturing overhead is $800,000 plus $300,000 for a total of 1,100,000 hours. We plan to work a total of 20,000 hours, machine hours in molding, and 30,000 machine hours in fabrication for a total of 50,000 hours. Total direct material cost for job D75 is $375,000 in materials in the molding department, plus an additional $325,000 in fabrication for a total of $700,000. Our total direct labor cost is $360,000, and our total machine hours is $15,000 in molding and $5,000 in fabrication. Total direct material cost for job C100 is $250,000 plus the $300,000 or $550,000. Labor cost is the $175,000 plus the $275,000 for a total of $400,000. And finally, total machine hours for job C100 is 5,000 hours in the molding department plus an additional 25,000 in the fabrication department. Now we can use our totals up here to calculate our predetermined overhead rate, and then we can use the departmental activity levels and our manufacturing overhead rate to apply cost to each one of our jobs. So our total fixed overhead rate cost was $1,100,000. We expected to work 50,000 machine hours, which gives us a fixed manufacturing overhead rate of $1,100,000 divided by 50,000 of $22 per hour. Our variable rate is given at $5 per hour in both departments. So our total predetermined overhead rate, fixed and variable, will be 22 fixed plus 5 variable for $27 per hour. Let's go ahead and estimate our job costs. Let's begin on job D75 by picking up our estimated material cost of $700,000, our estimated labor cost of $360,000, and now we need to apply our manufacturing overhead. That, of course, is our predetermined overhead rate of $27 per hour times our total machine hours for the job D75, which is 20,000 hours. Total job cost estimate for D75 is the $700 plus the $360 direct labor plus the $540,000 in applied manufacturing overhead, $1,600,000. For job C11, we're going to pick up the direct material cost. Total cost between fabrication and molding is $550,000. Our total direct labor cost is $400,000. And again, we're going to apply our manufacturing overhead using our plant-wide predetermined overhead rate of $27 per hour times the 30,000 total machine hours, giving us a total job cost of $550 plus $400 plus $810 of $1,760,000. We're told that Smithson typically bids its jobs at 150% of total manufacturing cost. In other words, we want to have some markup to cover our selling and administrative costs. So we will bid on job D75 at the $1.6 million times 150% or 1.5. We will bid for that at $2.4 million, and we will bid for job C100, we take the 1.76 times 1.5 for a total estimated cost, or bid price rather, of $2,640,000. Our estimated gross profit on each one of these jobs, if our cost figures are accurate and if the buyer accepts our bid price, will simply be our selling price of $2.4 million minus $1.6 million, $800,000 for job D75, and $2,640,000 minus $1,760,000, or $880,000 for job C100.